Emergency POO, code brown.
So we went on vacation to Cape Cod and we rented a house. And it was a family vacation. We just agreed to meet at this pub that was near Cape Cod, have lunch, and then we would all caravan in from there. So we eat this lunch. I remember I had a buffalo chicken salad. We only had about an hour and a half, 2-hour drive after that. Well, about an hour in, we hit a parade. It was the 100th anniversary parade of some little town on Cape Cod. Now, there's only one main road that goes to the end of Cape Cod, and we were staying towards the end of Cape Cod.
So you had nowhere to go.
We had nowhere to go, but they detoured everyone who was going to Cape Cod on these little side roads. So it was a huge traffic jam. And you're on little back roads, like neighborhood kind of roads. And my stomach starts, and I'm like, oh no. And it was getting bad. I had to squinch up as hard as I could, my ass cheeks. And I'm gripping the wheel, sweating.
You're driving.
I'm driving, and I'm lifting up, squinching my cheeks, going, no! Because I refuse to poop in my pants. I refuse to poop in my pants. I was like, I have to go somewhere. I have to go to someone's house. I mean, or I'm gonna
house.
or someone's house, or I'm gonna have to go just in the woods somewhere. But it was an odd neighborhood in that there wasn't enough woods to go in, and everybody was at the parade. Like all the driveways were empty. Everybody looked like they were not home. I saw that there was another road to make a right turn. And it was going back into neighborhoods. And I said, I'm going to make the right turn. I'm going to go back there. We'll be away from the traffic. If I can't find someone who's home, I'm just going to go in someone's yard. This was in such an extreme situation that it wasn't going to wait until I got to this intersection. So I decided I'm going to pass everyone. And to pass them on like a gravel side, like the gravelly bit on the side of the road, but then some of my tires were on people's front lawns. Okay?
Oh no.
So when I passed, I figured, okay, when I pass all my in-laws, they're going to be like, what the hell is he doing, right? So they needed some sort of explanation. But I'm in panic mode. I roll down my window, and as I'm passing them, I yell out the window, emergency poo, emergency poo. And they're looking at me with this puzzled look of like bewilderment. Like, what did he say? I just kept going.
Winnie the Pooh.
I need some food.
So, right. So I go up, I make a right turn, I'm driving, and I'm looking, and I'm sweating, and I'm like, is that enough woods? Is somebody home? Empty driveways, not enough woods. And finally, I come around this bend, and here's this double wide driveway filled with cars. And I'm like, and the front door is open, and it's just a storm door. So there's clearly people there. I pull into their driveway, and I get out of the car, and I couldn't even stand up straight. I was bent over. And I start hobbling towards the door, and someone inside, because it's just a storm door, hears that someone's there. So they come to the door. So a woman comes to the door and looks, and I look up, and I see her looking right at me, and she slams the door. Like, I don't know this guy. Slams the door. I keep going. So I go up to the door, and as I'm approaching the door, I didn't even knock, the door opens again, and it's a man at the door. And he said, can I help you? And I said, I will give you $20 to use your bathroom. And he said, no, you don't have to do that. You can just come on in.
He knew.
And I said, thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, so I walk into their house, and it's the living room. And I look over, and the whole family, like kids and adults and like old people, like a grandmother, they're huddled around this old computer. It was like the first computer. And I'm like, I don't care, like they could have been kids chained up in cages in the back, and I still would have used their bathroom, okay? It was that dire of a moment. So I go in to their bathroom, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe it. I made it, and everything's fine. And I'm like, okay, but is it just one round, or is it going to be 2 rounds? I'm not going
How long
anywhere.
were you in there at this point? You're pretty.
I was in there for a long time. And I started thinking, wow, when is someone going to knock on the door?
Yeah. What do these people think I'm doing in here?
And you know what? I don't care if they knock on the door. I am not going anywhere. I'm staying right
Could you
here
hear people?
until-
Could you hear people talking?
I heard
Like,
them
did-
out doing their computer thing, and everybody had just ignored
Did you hear
them.
anybody say like, "Hey, how long
No,
has that
no,
guy been in
nothing.
there?"
No, there was nothing like that. They were all very
You're
nice
listening
people.
for it though, aren't you?
I was concerned. I was concerned. So
They got the cops waiting for you
Right.
outside.
So then, when I was satisfied that everything was over with, I got up and I walked out and I started profusely thanking the dad. And I started explaining what was going on, and he did not want to hear it, especially in front of his kids. He kept just hauling me towards the door. I was like, but you don't understand. We came to this parade, and my stomach was really. And he was like, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. And he took me to the door, and I left, and I was happy, and I appreciate them.
Did he take
That-
$20?
No, he did not want any money
That
or
was
anything.
the end of it, though. You were fine after that.
That was
you
fine.
made it to the
That was
house.
fine. And the house was only like 10 minutes down the road. I probably could have made it.
Yeah.